Paws Airdrop listing price, allocation percentage, the price prediction, eligibility criteria, and every other thing summarized to actually help you know what you are expecting from Paws, whether you are expecting more dust or you are actually going to be expecting to laugh and be happy at the end of the listing. Let's start with the price prediction. We first know that Paws is actually copying from its predecessors, other airdrops that has listed before it. An example of such airdrop that Paws is following its footprint is Dogs and Notcoin. But we already know that Notcoin has the highest price that has ever listed in Telegram so far among the Telegram mini apps. Now those of you that mind Major will be like, come on, what are you saying? That Major is the best. It's actually listed at $1.25 at the maximum, but that is actually not the case. How you actually calculate this is the current price of that token multiplied by its total supply. And now the total supply of Major was only 100 million. And then it listed at just $1.25 because how many Major was allocated to you? And now the price of Notcoin was 0.006, but the total supply of Notcoin was 2 billion tokens. Yeah, more than 2 billion tokens. So you notice that before Major can actually compete with Notcoin, it should have listed at around $18 to $19 per Major. Okay, so Major is extremely far below. Even Catizen did not see the back of Notcoin or Dogs. All right, yeah, so now let's talk about the actual price prediction for Paws that we are anticipating. Assume that the total supply of Paws token is going to be 1 billion Paws tokens, and then it's going to be listed in the major exchange, the highest exchange currently available, which is Binance, alongside other exchanges like Bybit, BitGet, KuCoin, and Gate.io. If it happens, listing on Binance, that is going to be massive because it could multiply the price of Paws. If it's listing on Binance, you'll be expecting something around $0.5 per Paws token. But then let's assume that at the market cap of 1 billion, it's listed at Binance. But let's assume that they were not able to do all they can to be able to get on Binance. Then we could be expecting something around 0.01 at the same 1 billion total supply of Paws tokens. Yeah, because we know that when you are able to list on the major exchange so far, it gets even more valuable. All right. Now, while we are trying to calculate the total supply of Paws, let's assume it is even still 1 billion total supply. What if it also cannot get to the allocation of Paws? Because already Paws has released its allocation criteria, and you see that only 62% was allocated for airdrop, and then around 12%, around 7% was allocated to the Solana OGs. So with this, you see that the allocation is not even up to 80% of the total supply. So while Dogs that is copying from allocated 82% of its total supply to its community, and now there's actually something else that is going on in Paws that will also determine how much you'll be expecting from it. First of all, as we also compare Paws token to Dogs token, which is its predecessor that is following its footprint, we also understand that we cannot be expecting the same thing that we got from Dogs from Paws. And the reason is because Dogs listed, and one dog that you mine is equivalent to one Dogs token during listing. But that of Paws is actually different because it's saying that it has its own airdrop allocation criteria, and now you have the activity check. This simply means that just the way Hamster Combat and some other airdrop allocation took place, Paws is going to be checking the activity you performed on the game, how many friends you invited, how many coin transactions you did, and the rest of that. And each activity you did, it will divide your token and then give you the percentage based on all of these activities that you have performed. So it is not like zoo or dogs that if all you have right now is total of 700,000 POS token, during listing you'll be getting the same 700,000 POS token. No. So these are things you should also have in mind, and also understand that while we are expecting this listing in the price it will be coming out from, it is not okay to also understand that it is also from my point of view that I am saying if it's listing on Binance, we are going to be expecting around $0.4 per POS tokens. But now let's assume it doesn't list on Binance and it is listed at 0.04 per POS token. How many tokens are you actually going to be getting? And now what if the market cap, what if the total supply of POS, because it has not actually listed that, it has not actually told us that, what if the total supply of POS is less than 1 billion? You see that the expectation is actually going to come down. All right, so now even if POS total supply is 1 billion, how many gets to the community? It has said that both the community, apps and the rest of that will be getting 62.5%, and the Solana OG will be getting around 7%. This basically means that if the total supply of POS is 1 billion and is allocating only 62% to its community, that 62% is 625 million POS token for all the community. And when you check that leaderboard in the POS community, you see that people like El Canadi actually has more than 1 billion POS token right there. So regardless of the area, which we know that he will meet all the airdrop eligibility criteria, about 10% of the people in the leaderboard will be getting almost more than 10% of the entire token mined by over 50 million people. You get that, right? So with this now, even if POS is going to be listing at the rate of $0.5 or between $0.5 and $0.04, your expectation should not be so high if you have less than 800,000 POS tokens, even if you are eligible. Okay, and this is actually a good information for you if you are already planning of buying your new phone from POS. And I also would like you to let me know, like, what exactly are you expecting? What is your prediction from POS, considering it's the expectation of its total supply, the allocation percentage, and now the exchanges that we are expecting it to be listing in? What are you expecting the listing price to be at? I hope this helps you to lower down your expectation from POS token.